Welcome back to the Blue Way Talk Show with your host, Dwayne Bluestein, Miss Lene Javette, and Corona Butler in the house. In the house. Oh, they go crazy. Blue Flame Society, Cigar Society.
There you go. Gotta put the cigar in there.
Blue Flame Cigar Society.
Nice.
I just like saying the blue.
I wonder why.
Team Blue,
Team Blue, the Blue Way. Hey, listen, the road to the Super Bowl 2015 is going through the Blue Way. I love saying that. Golfsmith is our sponsor, our national sponsor that is supporting us on the show. This segment right here is health and wellness, sports and entertainment. And we talk a lot about health and wellness because we want to be healthy, fit for our kids. But sports and entertainment entertains me because I love sports and I am watching all this stuff that's going on. And right now, the Final Four is going on.
The Final Four is set, man, and it's didn't do anything from our bracket.
No,
but,
yeah. My bracket broke a little quick. Louisville lost, and then Michigan State lost, and I was like, dang, I don't even want to watch it. No, I want to watch it. I mean, Michigan lost today.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be good. I mean, you're gonna get Florida and UConn.
Now
UConn
that's a good
ball.
matchup.
They ball.
Yeah, that's a
and
good
then you're gonna have Wisconsin and Kentucky. Which should be a good. I would say probably a 58-56 score.
Yeah.
Not a high scoring affair. Good defenses.
Right.
But it should be good. It'll be exciting.
It was. I mean, I was highly entertained. I mean, as you guys know, everybody fills out a. Did you fill out a bracket? Right.
I filled out that $1 billion bracket.
I did too.
Yeah.
I did too. And I lost the first day.
Yeah.
I was out immediately. First day.
They're talking German right now. I don't even know.
In this segment, we were hoping. We said, "Hey, can you do anything about sports?" And she said,
I can buy a ticket.
"I can buy a ticket."
I like sports.
Look, have my assistant call me and tell me about what y'all going to talk about. Oh well, I'm gonna talk to Karoom because at least he knows about sports, and you just kind of chime in when you can. We're talking about basketball.
Basketball.
Right?
That's the
That's
round ball.
that's the big round ball.
Yes.
Then you put it through the hoop.
Yeah,
Got
shoot it, and everything like
Okay.
that.
Shoot
So,
the J. Shoot it.
Right. So we have the Final Four set. I'm stoked on that, but I'm really excited about the NBA playoffs. Who's your team?
Come on, I'm
I'm a Philly guy. I know I'm a Philly
it doesn't
guy.
matter at this
But
point.
but for your team, we just pray for them to get a win.
right.
Are they 26 losses in a row?
That was unnecessary. That was borderline.
I don't know where that came from.
That was borderline. But I still think the Heat had the potential of winning everything.
I do too. I still have the Heat winning it all. I'm very. It's San Antonio Spurs are still the hottest team that's out there.
Right.
They're older than everybody in the world, but
It's true.
that is one old team.
But they're fundamental.
They are so
Fundamental.
smart. They are so smart. And it's funny that we talk about fundamentals because working the plan works. They stick with the same plan, and the older they get, they still do the same thing, and they still win. And these young kids come through and still can't beat these old guys. So
Hold on a second. Now, in case y'all missed that, you just saw the bridge. He just bridged. That's what
Did
he
I-
just
is
did.
that what it was?
He just bridged. That's what that was. Taking bridging it all together. I like
Bridging
that.
it all together. That's what we do. Bridge
All right.
the gap to make everything work. So, but I am intrigued on this.
You didn't ask me if I had a team.
Yes, who's your team?
My team is the Heat too. That's who LeBron plays.
But that's
for,
not
right?
his team.
Oh yeah, I'm Team LeBron.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna jump on that bandwagon and ride.
He is married,
I've
though.
been
He's
Team
married.
LeBron since when he was in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
not jumping on the bandwagon.
Okay.
Now my son, he's Lakers all day. So
Oh.
that's
Is he
always
really?
fun. Yes.
They're
We're
hurt
from
this year,
Cali,
too.
so he's Kobe till he died.
Well, they're struggling right now. And
Yes.
They are really, really struggling. I mean, I feel
See,
bad.
I know
for-
a little something about something.
No, you just said that you knew LeBron. You didn't say nothing about no position, no nothing. I know LeBron. Now I know sports. just doesn't work that way. But we are going to go to baseball now. This is the little white ball. You know the white ball, right? Miguel Cabrera, 10 years, $292 million.
Hardly seems like enough. I'm joking.
Man, well, here. This is what. Do our kids, because our kids are watching ESPN all the time,
Right.
and you see $10,292 million.
That's your goal.
That's your goal in life.
That's your goal in life at that point.
Okay.
But here's the thing about a lot of people don't realize this about baseball and other professional sports. Baseball is like really the only one where all that money's guaranteed. Unless he does something like betting on baseball to get some
Pete
kicked
Rose,
out,
yeah.
something like that, he will get every penny. of that $292 million from either the club he's with now, or somebody else picks up his contract if he gets traded.
He's
will
going
get
to
that
be
money.
40 years old at $292 million.
Yes.
That is, I get to say I have $292 million guaranteed if I never walk out again, if I never swing a bat again.
Yep.
I need to learn how to play.
Right, and this is what kind of mind boggles me is we have so many kids that want to be athletes, that want to get to that number right there, in which it's unfortunate that they can't, but there are other avenues that can open up in sports and entertainment, sports management, the medical field, journalism. There are so many doors.
Technology,
Yes.
STEM.
Right. So, and that's what we have to really reach out to. Even though we have our kids in sports and doing those type of things, we still need to show them the other avenues that they can get into that market. Now, for this athlete that has made this $292 million, who is helping him open up his nonprofit? Who's helping them network? Because they are working. Now, if you guys know these athletes, they do put in a lot of work. Yep. And it's hard for them to trust anybody to say, okay, open up my foundation, I'm going to give you some money. But I have to be on this team, focus on this team right here. Do you feel that an organization like yourself, you could help out some of these athletes and get them in the right direction on what to do?
As a mogul, my answer is yes.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. Everything that mogul in training is about is giving back. Everything COSIRE is about giving back. Mogul in training is about giving back. And I think that that's important. Helping, get involved in the community, starting those foundations, and being truthful, honest, and sincere in the community.
Okay.
I think that a lot of times those athletes, they have good intentions. They can pass the money along to somebody who may not have good intentions, or a connection to the community to actually be affluent with that money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, definitely.
So that leads me into Mr. Deshaun Jackson of the, I was going to say Philadelphia Eagles, but he's no longer of the Eagles. He is just a standby on the sideline.
Exactly. He'll be with somebody. He's
Can you give the history of what happened?
Yeah. So Deshaun, played for my team, the Eagles, and had actually his best career year last year. But it's kind of a testament to how organizations can use some of your off the field connections and everything like that to feel that you're going to shine a negative light on the organization, and they choose to separate. So there's a lot of speculation out there about him being affiliated with, having friends who are in gangs or whatever like that. Heck, I had friends who were in gangs or whatever. So, everybody talks about A, keeping it real, but then B, not forgetting where you come from and where's that middle ground. And we don't really know, none of us really know exactly where that is. But, I can say that, from the time that I followed his career, he was never really involved in anything, never got arrested or anything like that. Didn't really bring any of that stuff into it.
Right.
So if you're going to just start, telling people, okay, we're going to get rid of you strictly because of the fact that we don't like who you associate with,
right,
I think you have a problem, because I think there's a little bit of hypocrisy going on there.
Absolutely. And what's so unfortunate about that is I think he's caught up because of Aaron Hernandez. I think Hernandez hurt him so bad because of what he did. He murdered someone, allegedly, because he's still in trial. But that is, Deshaun didn't. He doesn't have that on him. So for us to just accuse him, and you look at the shield and say, the NFL shield, and you say, okay, we fired this man and kicked him on the street, but you have an owner that was riding around with $30,000 cash, prescription drugs, and we're doing nothing with this individual.
That'd be Jim Irsay, yes.
Yeah, so that type of stuff is, so it's good for him because he's in the good boy club, but one of ours is associated with people, and we can't say it's his fault how he grew up.
You grew up in the streets.
You grew up in the streets.
Yeah.
There's nothing that you can do. So I feel bad for that, and I'm disappointed. And I don't want to say anything bad about the Shield because I need y'all, but I'm very disappointed that we handled it that way.
Right.
That young man doesn't deserve that. I really wanted to also get into Ray Rice. We got about 10 seconds left, but we're going to come back next week on that whole Ray Rice thing. I thought he should be in jail immediately.
Yeah.
Go to jail.
You got him on camera beating her up.
You beating up a female, go to jail. It doesn't make any sense. Hey, You are on the Blue Way Talk Show with your host, Dwayne Bluestein, Miss Lene Javette, Karoon Butler,
Hey.
sponsored by Golfsmith. We will see you shortly on the Blue Way Talk Show.